Matt, at any point did you begin to think, let's see, Izzo lost a lot of bodies, and I have too. Your guys were able to persevere and get the W and send you to Houston.
Yeah, we hung in there in the first half. You know, Patrick Beatty and DJ Bird gave us great minutes. Ryan Smith gave us great minutes off the bench, while Kramer and Johnson had 2 fouls. And just proud of our guys for hanging in there and continue to fight.
All right, take me through the last 4.5 minutes of regulation. You couldn't buy a bucket nursing a lead, and then suddenly in the overtime, rather than going to your prolific scores, you went to your defensive whiz.
Yeah, well, Kramer did a good job of getting in off the bounce, and nobody else was really getting in. The guys that were getting in were struggling to finish, so we thought giving him the basketball, as they had a big on him, he could break them down. We brought each one off a screen on the opposite side. He turned it down and just drove to the basket and made a nice play.
Matt, take me through that last bucket and what you guys were discussing with 10.1 left, what you wanted to do, what your options were in that possession.
Well, the option was to bring each one more off a tight curl on the other side and try to get him the basketball. If not, to jam it into Johnson. But we told Kramer if he saw daylight to attack the basket, and that's what he did.
Hey, he went crossover against Walkup. I think that fooled him a little bit.
Sure, and that was the matchup. You know, Chris made some plays earlier in the game when they had Davis on him, just driving the basketball and distributing and getting to the rim.
Next up, the Duke Blue Devils. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a tough challenge. We played them last year, and they took us to the woodshed. So we know they're a great basketball team. They're going to come out and play hard, so it's a hell of a challenge.
And Robbie Hummel back home. I'm sure you want to send a message to him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's excited. I know it's been hard for him to watch and everything, but you know, he's a big part of our program, and hopefully he can make the trip.
Congratulations, Matt.
All right, thank you.
I realize you weren't the first option. You seldom are. But how about that play? Take me through it.
Not when I was the first option.
You were the only option.
You know, it came down to it, and you know, got the timeout, said, "Coach, I want the ball." And, you know, we drove. I went right, crossover left, just split like the Seeds. Had to go in there and finish on the big guy.
It was one of those games where you'd have a run, they'd have a run. And you had to solve their twin bigs down low, and you were able to do it. Take me through what the defensive philosophy was, especially in the second half when really all A&M could do was get points in the paint.
You know, we helped up a hill a lot. And, I mean, they got a lot of easy dunks, and we just, you know, tried not to get the ball deep in the post, and they did, you know, come and double, and, you know, they got some easy buckets, but, you know, we weathered their run and made a run of our own and, you know, got the win today.
Chris, you talked about Robbie Hummel to us yesterday, and I know down deep you guys all have to be thinking of him right now and hoping to see him soon and carry him with you to Houston.
Oh, no question. I mean, you know, that's the thing we talked about before we came out. You know, if we win, you know, Rob gets to come with us. So, you know, it's a battle of wills. Our seniors didn't want to go home. Theirs didn't either. Came down to one play, and, you know, we made that one play to advance.
Congratulations on going to the Sweet 16.
Thank you.